All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to New Moon in Sagittarius, December 13th, 2023. I'm using my mic again. I'm going to try it out. Last time I did, it died close to the end of the reading, but I have to speak quietly because my little guy's sleeping. Thank you for your well wishes regarding his health. He's going to be just fine. Let's open with sound healing. Just a reminder, if these messages don't resonate with you, you can watch another reader. Thanks for being here. All right. So on that note, I got one of these T messages that says, "Let your energy be used to build, not to destroy," which seems apt for the new moon energy. New moons are for manifestation. As the moon waxes, it helps to build on the energies of our intentions. So let's set some intentions. Scorpio, what kind of intentions should we focus on? Ooh, that was quick. Magic came out in your last reading. The Beloved reversed has come out like many, many, many times for you. Every time I use this deck recently, which is not often actually lately, but we'll read these oracle cards and their meanings, and then we'll jump into the tarot. Heart of the Sky. Ooh, I like this card a lot. You have 33. Magic. 5, the Beloved reversed. So this could, just intuitively, it could indicate like somebody from your past returning. It can also mean that your ideas about what it is to hold something beloved or be someone beloved are being turned upside down. You may be somebody else's beloved. 24, the Heart of the Sky, with the Seer reversed on the bottom. 45, you might be 33, 24, 45. You might have a birthday on the 9th. Medicine Wheel reversed. The Sacrifice, 44. Might be 35, 44, 45. Or this might be an indication of some new cycle you're going into if you've just been through a Saturn returns. So let's read. I think I'll just read Magic and the Heart of the Sky, and we'll kind of go from there. I don't know that we need to read all of these, but I'm feeling those ones. Magic. The symbol represents the infinite intelligence of Great Spirit that makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience the evidence of this magic through synchronicity or meaningful coincidence. When magic appears, you're invited to see the world through the eyes of wonder and awe, taking on the innocence of a child who knows that all things are possible. Infinite potential exists in the great mind, and you are being invited to call it in and recognize the dance in synchronistic events, signs, symbols, and omens given to you through the oracle of the ordinary world. This is a sign that Spirit is reminding you that you co-create your world in a sacred partnership. Your part is to dream, to intend, and to watch for the signs that show you what next action to take. Right now it appears that you are on the right track to make your dreams come true. Great Spirit is listening and acting on your behalf. Pay attention. Magic gives birth to miracles. Lovely. Heart of Sky, we flipped right to it. Is the love force that made all creation possible. This same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness to form, or inspired ideas to expression. This primeval force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. This is a manifestation reading for sure. The Heart of Sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it in the world of matter. The Heart of Sky brings you a sacred reminder. You're a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, and the artist, all guided by the Heart of Sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly and allow the universe to take care of the details. Okay, with the Sacrifice, the Seer reverse, and the Medicine Wheel, I'm getting a very clear picture, but we're going to read the sacrifice at the end, and then I'll tell you what I think is going on here. To sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifices sometimes involved rituals in which blood was offered to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, however, Quetzalcoatl, the Lord of the Dawn, came to teach that spirit preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. The sacrifice asks that you offer to spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. That card is intense. But I think what it what it means ultimately, it doesn't mean like actually sacrifice something, right? It does mean, especially with the heart here, the beloved reversed, that when you're setting out to manifest, one of the laws of 626 on the timer, one of the laws of attraction is to intend and then let go, release. Because if you're holding on too tightly, what it's actually doing is creating like energetic vibrations of attachment. And when you have attachment to something, it sort of like creates a repulsion. It's almost like if you've ever had a clingy lover or something, somebody who just like they just don't have their own like world. They just need to be around you all the time. I don't know. There's something infantile about it. And then when you're in the law of attraction flow, if you're attached to something, then you're going to encounter lessons that encourage you to like unattach from it. And then as soon as you're that whole idea, like as soon as you're not looking for love, it like lands in your doorstep. But this is regarding anything. 33 is definitely the magic number. So it's possible like you've already figured this out, and stepping into this law of attraction, like energy of intending to manifest something, even in that you realize like, well, if I'm setting out to manifest something and I really want that thing, then I'm actually just repelling it away from me. There's a part of you, I think, that understands that anything that you want that's external, I don't know if I agree entirely with this, but anything that you want that is external is like driven by some sort of internal discomfort, which is in essence like sort of a monkey mind, like your ego sort of playing with itself, creating projections. So you may have recently gotten to a place, I've spoken, I think I'm speaking to a lot of like, you might be like seers or visionaries or readers or healers. Lots of Scorpios have responded to the sort of heavy esoteric readings in this community. And you might just kind of be coming, especially with 3344, like you might be seeing synchronicities related to like the Trinity or partnership or how it's been explored in your life. And with 2-4 in the middle, like coming into a state of balance by learning like how to bring a healthy vision to your manifestations, like bringing a vision to your manifestations that's like, it's joyful, but it's not excessive. It's nothing, not that there's anything wrong with like having excessive desires, but like it's just balanced. Like you're becoming balanced. Like you're learning how to intend something and let it go. All right. Spirit, what do Scorpios need to know on this new moon for their manifestations adventures going forward? I'm intuiting or downloading like a message about manifesting for others. The Devil. Interesting. This came out last time we used this deck as well. You may be helping others to manifest and kind of showing them how to break their chains, especially if you're a healer or a visionary or something. This could be through something you're creating. Four of Pentacles. You might be feeling like you don't want to express these things because you've sort of found your like sense of security. It's interesting that the Four Pentacles are here with the sacrifice. It's almost like you understand that there's an exchange of energy in everything, in like every thought, every interaction, every time you step out your door, every breath, right? There's an exchange of energy. And like you understand that in manifesting something, there's a certain like universal balance that occurs. Oh, okay. Here, this one was stuck. Ace of Cups reversed. So you might be stuck in some sort of emotional wasteland. That's an odd phrase to come through. Knight of Pentacles reversed, Death reversed, and the Queen of Cups reversed. With the King of Wands. I'm actually going to read a couple of these because I've never seen the Queen of Cups in this deck. And I really like her. That's you, Scorpio, male or female. Queen Bolete. Boletus Reginus. When the Queen of Cups ventures out, she follows her intuitions. On this day, she leaves her guidebooks behind and trusts she'll find her own way. It's nothing rational that has led her to this bountiful harvest of Queen Boletes, but instead a dedication to remaining open to the world and listening in. A close relative of the King Bolete, see the Emperor, the Queen Bolete is considered equal in both quality and taste. Compassion, warmth, initiation, creativity through openness. So yeah, you've been probably or potentially closed off to a new emotional beginning, to a resurrection for yourself, maybe another Scorpio. I haven't seen this Knight of Pentacles yet, but I want to check him out because I think I have actually. It's a truffle. Thailand white truffle, Tuber thailandicum. After a successful day of foraging, the Knight of Pentacles grates a Thailand white truffle over a hot mushroom stew. Discovered in 2014, Tuber thailandicum, is the first truffle to be found in a tropical climate. Oh, whoa. This truffle is highly prized and is quite similar to the famed white truffle of Italy. See the Ace of Pentacles, though often smaller and milder. Hard work, routine, patience, conservative, responsible. Huh. And this is the Death Cap. The King of Wands is like, he sits where he's at. He's not here for nourishment. He knows where he wants to be, and he likes the way it looks. And that's where he's at. That's what he wants to do. In this deck, that is kind of like his reading. I love that it's kind of a gnome, or there's some mythical creatures with this mushroom deck. You've been closing yourself off to something, Scorpio, because of this Devil Four of Pentacles here. What is this Devil Four of Pentacles? Something you've been holding on to super tightly. The Hangman, yes, keeping you stuck. Two of Pentacles, some sense of wanting to bring balance to a situation. Seven of Wands. Somebody trying to bring you down off your high horse. So if you're a reader or a healer or like a seer or a visionary of some sort, there's like I think sort of myth like quality to operating in that sphere. For one, a lot of people I know who operate in that sphere like feel the need to be separate from their community um regularly, like in regular intervals, kind of like this. I'm hearing the hermit, but the hanged man, he's like the essence of sacrifice too. In order to like rejuvenate or recharge or protect your energy. And you might be like reluctant. This came out in your last reading. You might be reluctant to like reintegrate back into society in some way because you've been through one of these recharging like periods, and you finally got into this like Four of Pentacles space where you're just like, okay, I'm stable, I'm good. Like all four corners are like established. Um, I just want to get like what's mine. But again, like the whole idea of this reading was like manifesting and then manifesting for others. And in the Hanged Man, the story of the Hanged Man, right, is that Odin's hanging from the tree of life. Yggdrasil. Is it Yggdrasil he's hanging from? Anyway, he's hanging from it for 9 days. He's got a spear wound. He's like bleeding out, loses his eye. He gets the knowledge of the runes, but then he brings it back to mankind or humanity. And I think you're in the stage of like bringing it back to humanity, but humanity's like knocking you off your high horse, and you're like, why am I even bothering? Like, why would I bother? Like, I'm not telling them anything they haven't heard before, and I'm certainly not telling them anything they don't want to hear. But I almost get with the Queen of Cups reverse, Death reverse, Knight of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Cups reverse. This is a story that you're telling yourself, and it's almost a story that you're telling yourself to avoid like having to do it. I don't know, is that true? Queen of Wands reverse with the King of Wands here. Yeah, it's like you're not even if you're not intentionally doing this, it's like you're having a hard time seeing yourself in a favorable light, because other people have tried to knock you down so many times, which is unfortunate. The Sun reverse is a good card though, because either way, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So either way, you're gonna be happy. Like you're coming to a place of understanding and acceptance, maybe as well. Like, aw, Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles together. What? Why is all of this like reversed here? You're holding on to some burdens? This one is interesting because the story about this mushroom, and I don't know its name, we can look it up, is that it's the only mushroom known by mycologists in the entire world that is toxic just by touching it. Like it'll mess you up if you just touch it. And what I'm hearing with that, or intuiting with it, poison fire coral. Whoa, that sounds terrifying. Burning out, burning out. You might just be burnt out from this whole process. But what I'm hearing is that, like, especially on an energetic level, especially on like a spiritual level, because you have the hangman, the devil, like forces of light and dark kind of thing going on. This to me is 3D. And this is how you're appearing in 3D or looking at 3D right now. Like, there's a potential for a king and queen of pentacles and wands, maybe like meeting, and a lot of happiness, a new emotional beginning, you and your power, and Knight of Pentacles, like a successful day of foraging, Ace of Cups, new emotional beginning. But you sense like every time you walk out your door, like this resurfacing of a need for balance, or maybe I'm hearing reciprocity or retribution. You're on the defensive because you feel like people are going to try and knock you down off your high horse. And you don't even want to go there, because if you even touch it, especially if this reading for manifestation, right, it's going to like poison all your manifestations. So is this devil hanged man energy, is this self-imposed or external? Could very well be both. I'm going to ask though. Five of Pentacles. It's because of somebody you left out in the cold. It could be a lover, it could be somebody from your past, but somebody is sending energy your way to try and keep you stuck, to pull you down. And you probably know this already, but I think because you're so powerful with your ability to manifest and be in the flow, I think what you maybe don't see is that even just putting a little bit of energy towards this, actually, it's like bubble gum. My son watches Miss Rachel, that icky sticky bubblegum song. It's like as soon as you touch it, it's all over the place. And then you have to kind of recalibrate and go through this whole process again. So what you're learning right now to your benefit is like, it's extreme mental discipline essentially for how to manage negative energies. And again, that came out in your reading, the previous reading, about you transmuting as the Hierophant, essentially, like being able to take a lot of energy and divvy it out to like where it's necessary. And right now it's like you're just not aware of your own power. It's like levels of above what you believed it was, or we're collectively maybe jumping into a new timeline where that's possible. That's, I think, very likely. Eight of Swords reversed. Two of Swords reversed, Two of Wands, Eight of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed. The thing is about this situation or this person you left out in the cold is like, it might actually be a situation that did or could make you really happy. But there's a part of you that feels you'll never be happy if you don't fulfill whatever this like this quest is. What's the quest? Two of Swords reversed, Moon reversed, Nine of Cups, the Empress. Okay, so the quest is like, there's something intuitively that you've known and ignored in order to get to this connection that you may or may not have like still be in. I mean, you may or may not still be here. What I'm seeing is you're probably not, and you feel stuck in this situation, and it's because you're stuck spiritually because you haven't like accepted this power yet and used it. And so you're never really going to feel fulfilled until you like really step into that power, but you may have to do that alone. And so it's not anything against this situation. Then again, you have the Page of Wands reversed and the King of Wands here. What I'm seeing regarding this like power is that the Page of Wands like upright. Sorry, I keep looking at my mic to make sure it's on because it died last time I used it. The Page of Wands upright is like, these are enoki mushrooms, right? And this is like the fairy of transformation. She's cultivating these mushrooms. So there's something like wild and untamed in your vital energy or your consciousness, and it's regarding the divine feminine within you, whether you be masculine or feminine. 3-9, you might be seeing 3-6-9, 4-4-4, like a lot of angel numbers or synchronicity numbers. You might want to work with the Manipura or willpower chakra, third chakra. Even just standing up and doing this with your arms, like making the sun, can help activate that energy. But I think you just want to feel comfortable knowing that you've taken your seat where you intended to take your seat, and you don't feel like you're quite there yet, because there's still some wild part of you that has yet to step into its divinity. The Empress, the pink oyster mushroom. You might like be interested over this winter in, I don't know, I'm hearing cultivating mushrooms. Like you might actually just get like a mushroom cultivation kit online. 2631. Okay, we're gonna pull some from the Thoth Tarot. If you like this reading and it resonates with you, please comment, share, subscribe, like it. You can book a personal with me on my Etsy if you'd like to. It's linked in the description box below and on my YouTube page. And I just want to remind anybody who feels inclined to leave negative energy here that there's a bunch of Scorpios transmuting energy back. So there's this thing called the threefold law, and then when you get a whole bunch of people in on the threefold law, it turns into like manifold. So just please don't. Just don't. Truth. All right, Ace of Swords, completing a cycle, Venus and Aries. Archangel Michael is a deity you might be working with right now, or an angel. The sacrifice is the Prince of Swords. So the sacrifice you're currently working with is like second guessing yourself, like giving over that energy of second guessing yourself, giving over the illusion of control. I'm also seeing with this Prince of Swords, he has these like little projections down here. This is his oversoul or his like higher self, and these are his like multi-dimensional 3D like possibilities. He's the puppet master of his reality, but he's sort of messed up his puppets, and he's like cutting them loose from his chariot so he can kind of start over. Oh, Knight of Cups. So your ego self may have like put you on some sort of chariot to a place where you're realizing maybe you don't want to go, and that's okay. The High Priestess reverse is saying you got there again. This message is coming out again because you weren't following your intuition. So the sacrifice, Queen of Swords, being super brutally honest with yourself, having compassion with yourself, and the Emperor. Sun and Virgo, prudence. 4-4 and 4. So the Emperor is all about control. He's all about like ruling his kingdom. It makes sense that the like end result of this reading as a manifestation reading for the next full moon is to let go of control. to be in the flow, to let go, right? It's easier said than done, though. Again, the way that you're achieving this is through extreme mental discipline. The Queen of Swords is like often interpreted as somebody who's sharp or cutting or cruel. She will say what needs to be said, but she's also a queen, and so she's like charismatic, and she knows how to like delegate. Um, Whereas the Prince of Swords, right? He's like, I just kind of messed up. I'm gonna like get rid of these guys, and he's kind of, in a way, he's a little bit of the like corrupt leader. I don't know why this is coming through. Who um like sends some guys out to do something, and the guys like botch the job, like one of those old like Disney movies with Pete and the dog and his like minions, and then the minions mess it up, and he tries to just get rid of the minions to like cover up what he did so he can still like kind of reintegrate back into society. And this Queen of Swords is like, no, I see what you did. So this could be somebody you know, it could be you just being super honest with yourself, like, nah, you messed up, like, course correct. Which might be why you're needing to go with the flow right now with your manifestations instead of trying to like intend for things to be the way you want them to be. Like, just open yourself up to the magic of the universe unfolding as you go through it. Complete this cycle of like needing to wield control. And I'm also hearing of needing to know the truth in everything. There's certainly nothing wrong with looking for the truth and wanting to discover like the truth. But I think that when you sort of pursue that too far, my coworker used to have a joke. She said they said their brother told, and it was, if you go far enough left, you get your guns back. Like, everything kind of ends up figure eighting on itself, right? Going through this wheel. So holding the Eight of Pentacles as I say that, duh. So that's what this is. It's like if you follow one thing too far, you eventually come out on the other side. And it seems like maybe you've been trying to rush it. Knight of Cups and the Emperor, and the outcome with this wild card. When I pulled this wild card, what I was hearing was that what the sacrifice said. If you let go of what is most precious to you, you'll get it all back tenfold. That's this wild card. It's what you're not seeing. That's the magic. And it's like you've maintained too much control over your life and how you want it to be, down to the little details potentially, which is actually blinding you to the greater possibilities from Creator. The Hermit, Two of Cups reversed, Two of Cups reversed, the Devil reversed, Luxury reversed. Yeah, over and over, Scorpios, in your readings lately, I see that, like, I think there's like an idea of romantic love that can complete us, and then there's a process of coming to the understanding that no one outside of you is going to complete you. And it's possible you've been through this process many times. This might be your devil. And it might be where you find a sense of like reprieve or luxury sometimes, but you're sort of realizing that's not sustainable. And in fact, it's probably, for Two of Cups, Six of Cups, it's probably a habit you've outgrown. It's something at this point that is a bit, it's been your undoing. Yeah, you're getting victory over this process. Jupiter and Leo. But the sacrifice might be this, if this Emperor figure isn't you, it could be somebody you're dealing with, an Aries. And they might actually come forward with like a love offer. The sacrifice may also be you letting go of like some fictional idea of love and accepting the happiness of that 3D circumstance that we saw for what it is, and coming back with your cup of love. Either way, please remember this is a tarot card reading, so like follow your intuition. You know what's best for you. I'm just here to offer some reading, and whatever is striking your mind and resonating, that's what you should keep. Don't overthink it. Sorrow and strength. Okay. So you've experienced some heartbreak by being alone in this situation, just feeling alone. What's coming to mind is Robin Williams said, there's nothing worse than being together with somebody but still feeling alone, or like in a relationship with somebody still feeling alone. I don't know. But you're definitely like finding strength in your aloneness, in your hermit time. This is Sagittarius right here, Sun in Sagittarius. So we're in the Sagittarius new moon as we speak. Venus in Aquarius. Venus in Aries. I'm not really sure about the... Oh. My phone's about to die. I'm not really sure about the Venus and Scorpio deal going on astrologically. But Sun in Aries. If you have Aries in your chart, look at that, because it looks like it's going to help maybe very quickly reveal to you like why you had to go through this situation, to be alone, to have strength, to endure this heartbreak. And what appears to be failure for you with this devil is actually your foundations of healing in order to proceed forward. The Hierophant, yeah. So with this like sort of spiritual, the medicine wheel and the seer I never did address, but what I see is that the seer is essentially wanting to look into the future to control what's going on, right, in your manifestations. And the medicine wheel reverse is like improper use of medicine. So if you're a seer, maybe you've been using your abilities in a way that's detrimental to you. So going with the flow is really going to help you out. Sorry, I gotta finish this up quickly. We have the Hierophant here. What I'm seeing with the Hierophant is he has the star, the like platonic drawing of the now I can't remember what the man is called. Just standing like this. And then you have the same shape here, but it's defeat reversed. So you're finding some victory over your ego here. And it was necessary. It was all necessary. Prince of Wands. Yeah, you're learning how to control your vital energy. Anyway, Ace of Wands, that's awesome. New vital energy for you Scorpios. I hope this was a really good reading for you. I hope it was helpful to somebody. I hope to be able to read more the next couple of days. I'm doing my best, but I've got to watch the little guy and make sure he's okay. Sometimes he wakes up during these readings. It's not always possible, so thank you for being patient. Princess of Cups, it's a blessing to read for you all. I really appreciate you all being here, and I'm so grateful for everyone's support and just the really lovely comments that you all leave. Most of you leave really, really nice comments, and I love hearing you share and what it is you have to say. So thank you all so much. Love and light.